This weekend, we'll get to see one of the biggest Olympic storylines play out. After a remarkable comeback from retirement and 8 days after tearing her ACL, today Lindsey Vonn has completed her second training run without any issues. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jennifer Meckles.
And I'm Mark Salinger. It's remarkable, really. The 41-year-old finished the day with the third fastest time. Tomorrow, she'll compete for a medal. The training run was cut short after 21 racers due to fog and heavy snow conditions. Still, Vonn's coach says she was in good spirits following the run. It's pretty incredible that she can ski at all, considering that injury just about a week ago. Today's finish is an improvement on her first training run, where she finished 11th. She'll now compete for gold in the final tomorrow. She says she's feeling good.
And that is what it looks like when your classmates watch you compete at the Olympics. Students at the Vail Ski and Snowboard Academy were cheering along their fellow student Ollie Martin today as he competed in the men's Big Air Final. Martin is one of 3 students currently at VSSA competing in the Olympics this year. Plus, they have several alumni. The 17-year-old just missed the podium today, finishing 4th.
Taking a live look outside over Coors Field in downtown Denver tonight. Another warm and dry day across the state today. Doesn't really feel like February out there. Corey Reppenhagen's joining us this evening. Corey, seriously though, it really doesn't feel like winter, though we could start seeing a bit of a change here soon.
Yeah, this crazy weather pattern that's been just locked in for an extended period of time may be coming to an end, at least moderately, starting in the middle of next week. But for right now, I mean, these were the high temperatures across the state today. We saw some 70s across the eastern plains and some 60s right here on the Front Range, even some 50s in the high country. Were much warmer than normal for this time of year. And here is a look at the timeline for your day here in Denver tomorrow. A little bit of cloud cover in the morning, but for the most part, it's going to be a full sun type of a day with those temperatures getting up there into the upper 60s. Once again, 66 the forecast high temperature in Denver. Rest of the area here across the Front Range and the eastern plains looking pretty mild once again, and we will stay dry, but less wind for you tomorrow. And then another warm day on Monday. Things will start to change a little bit on Tuesday, and this could be a long-lasting change. Talk about that in just a few minutes.
Corey, thank you. Investigators are trying to figure out what started a grass fire in Jefferson County this morning. They're calling it the Plainfield Fire. Happened near Highway 72 and Highway 93. Officials guess that fire grew to be about 130 acres at its peak. Tonight, it is 80% contained. Roads were closed in all directions due to that fire for a short time. They have since reopened. Jeffco's Sheriff's Office is asking anybody who might have witnessed the start of this fire or have any idea what it was that started it, please call their tip line. That number is 303-271-6512. The sounds of jazz filled Denver's historic Five Points neighborhood today as the community kicked off Black History Month.
But beyond the music, there's a bigger conversation about the future of Welton Street itself. 9 News reporter Colton Chavez joins us this evening with how this community is honoring its roots while also fighting for its future. Hey, Colton.
Hey, Mark. Yeah, jazz roots. Well, as you can imagine, it packed Wellington Street today, but beyond that celebration, business owners are pushing for real change, and a new city study could reshape that corridor.
There are concerts starting at noon today, going to 12 p.m., all up and down the corridor.
The roots run deep along the Welton Street corridor.
So jazz roots is happening during Black History Month, but Black History is every single day.
Here in the historic Five Points neighborhood in Denver, it's the perfect place for an opening celebration.
It's a historic corridor and it deserves the attention.
For tea house owner Risa Jones,
Right.
her roots also run deep.
Tea Leaves is named after my grandmother. So I've always lived somewhere between here and Park Hill.
Jones knows you have to take care of the grounds where you want to grow.
Safety absolutely is an issue, and I don't know what you do to slow people down.
That's why she's hoping a Welton Street study leads to change.
And you also have to find out what is relevant to the people now.
The City of Denver's Transportation Department is doing a study this year to look at what Welton Street needs for safety, for transit, and to preserve history. Results could lead to big changes, from removing the light rail to adding more green space and making the corridor safer to walk. For Jones, the light rail doesn't even serve her neighborhood.
Even if I wanted to take the light rail to where I currently live, which is right on the edge of Park Hill, it's not like I can get on light rail to like come here.
The city expects study results and plan by next winter. Jones says for now, Jazz Roots is a reminder of what makes this corridor worth fighting for.
And it's a place where a lot of Black history exists.
A place along the Welton Street corridor where people can continue to grow their roots.
The roots are strong, the pride is strong.
Now, the city says community input will be critical in shaping what comes next for Welton Street. Those public meetings are expected to start this summer once that study kicks off in May. And for anyone that missed Jazz Roots today, it continues for another day of performances later this month on February 21st. Colton Chavez, 9 News.
The spiritual leadership of Colorado's largest Catholic community is changing hands. Pope Leo has appointed Bishop James Goldka of Colorado Springs as the next Archbishop of Denver, beginning a new chapter for the more than 500,000 Catholics across northern Colorado. For the last 4 decades, the Denver Archdiocese has seen 3 staunchly conservative leaders. Today, the new Archbishop spoke about helping immigrants and his work to guide his former community of Colorado Springs through the shooting at an LGBTQ club in 2022. He said he wanted to continue to build on what Archbishop Aquila, the one who's leaving, has accomplished, framing his outlook on immigration and moral and spiritual terms.
It's a very difficult time right now for our country. Every country has a right to guard their border. Every people have a right to seek safer, better land if they're not receiving it in their homeland. And as Catholics, what is charity? If someone's at my door in need, I help them.
Goldka also led Colorado Springs Catholic community through that mass shooting back in 2022. He shared the story of a staff member whose daughter was shot that night. He'll officially be installed on March 25th.